Hello and welcome to a Vaporeon deck. Vaporeon, what are you doing for us? Hydro Pump for 3 NGs, base damage of 40. But for every water NG attached, that's an extra 30 damage. 3 water NGs and it's now a base damage of 130. Hey, you need to hit higher still, just keep attaching water NGs. So how are we getting these NGs into play? With the help of Aqua Patch. Aqua Patch allows us to bring a water NG from the discard to one of our water Pokemon on the bench, then we shift it to the front line with Quagsire's washout ability, and that's how that little combo works. But it's not all that Vaporeon is doing. It's also got a healing ability in hydrating drops, where once per turn you can heal 30 damage to the active water Pokemon, which is really good here, especially when you start getting a few Vaporeon online. So, what else do we have to help out? We've got the Volcanion here that I'm really using his Jet Geyser ability to get some water NGs in the discard, but he's also a handy attacker with a different weakness. So the Sauna Blast is 100 damage with 20 to each of the bench Pokemon, but most importantly, a weakness of lightning rather than grass to give us some hope against grass decks. Some hope. So, what else have we got here? Well, we're running an Alolan Vulpix, Alolan Ninetales line, really just in case we run into a pure GX type matchup. Now, I didn't actually have any that I'm putting into this video, but a lot of the times where this guy was handy, I'd put him up front and the opposition just conceded. It's really good if your opponent is only relying on GX Pokemon with this Luminous Barrier ability. The rest of it's fairly straightforward. Got my supporter line, a couple of Guzmas here. We're running Brooklet Hill as our stadium of choice just to get some basic water Pokemon out. And we're also running with Wishful Batons to try and save as many NGs during the game as we can, because that helps power up our Vaporeon to big numbers in the late game if we need to. So, shall we see if this works? I think we shall. Hello, Heck 1986, and welcome. As we both mulligan to begin with. Eevee up front. So we've got an S-Ball to go and get something else down. Probably be the Wooper. Oh, a Steelix matchup. So this ought to be good. Don't mind the old Steelix decks. I think healing is going to be pretty important here. Wishful Batons is going to be pretty important. The upside of the Steelix deck is I hopefully have a... Well, not necessarily. I might have one turn before he's attacking. He can attack turn 2 if he gets everything he needs. So I need to make sure this is a Vaporeon. Oh, that's not a good start for my opponent. So I need to make sure this is definitely a Vaporeon no matter what. Yes, definitely. So yeah, that's a Vaporeon now. We go and get a Wooper. I don't think we Ultra Ball because I need to keep these Wishful Batons, so I Sightseer instead. So we'll go and get a Wooper out. And we chuck a Wishful Baton on the Vaporeon here. Kind of need cards though. What do I sacrifice here? I think I've got to get rid of the Ultra Ball and the Aqua Patch. I think that's just what I've got to do. Just to try and get maximum pull. Got another Eevee that I can put down. I've got a Tapu Lele for next time if I don't get into a draw supporter, so that's okay. So that's where we leave it for now. So turn 2 is... Oh, he's got the Crushing Hammer to disrupt. He gets it. Unfortunate for me. And he is able to attack this turn, so that is not going to be good. Alright, so I'm able to... Oh, he's going to go and KO the Eevee. Well played. Well played. Got no NGs on the field. Can't just go and magically make another Vaporeon. I think we Tapu Lele. Actually gonna go with the Lillie for the moment. Surely he doesn't just have two Guzmas sitting in hand. Surely not. I'm gonna go and Rescue Stretcher that Eevee. Should we discover whether we've got another Vaporeon on deck? Kinda want to, but I'm not going to. Let's just chuck this onto the Vaporeon up here. Just because I want to spend one of these Vaporeons. I want to get rid of both them to maximize my Lillie pool next turn. So he doesn't have another Guzma. That's good. So he has to attack the Vaporeon. He's hitting for a maximum of 120. There he's crushing hammers and he gets the heads as well. Wow, luck is not on my side right now. Is that another heads? Ouch. 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 Like, surely something has to go my way soon and he doesn't just keep flipping heads. So I'm gonna I can use the Aqua Patch here. I think I'll wait for next turn because he's just gonna go after crushing hammers again, I feel. So we go with hydrating drops. I'm thinking getting another Eevee out might be really good as well. But that's something I can also decide for next time. So I am going to Aqua Patch here because... Yeah, I'm just going to Aqua Patch here. We'll whack it onto this Vaporeon just in here. And we'll leave it at that at the moment. Those heads, man. They are killing me. Those heads are killing me. So at the moment, my opponent is literally running with one Pokemon on the field. And I'm struggling. He's got the Field Blower to boot. Wow, the disruption of this deck my opponent's built. He's still not putting any other Pokemon on. Is he all about just don't, like, let this Steelix die? Is that what he's about? Well, what I do now is I Nest Ball. I go and get another Eevee. Do I have another Vaporeon? Ooh, yes, I've got it. But it's in hand. I could make it in deck. It's unfortunate. It's in hand. I can get 90 health off. He's hitting... So 90, he's able to put, what is it, 120, 150. 150, minus 90 is 60. Is that right? 150 minus 90, yeah, 60. 60 onto that, that's not a KO. Alright, so it's not a KO, I do it this way. We are going to use hydrating drops. Heal up. I'm living by the skin of my teeth. I do think I've got a Cynthia here no matter what though. That's just an absolute must. Cynthia. And I've got an Aqua Patch as well. So that's good. So we'll Aqua Patch. We'll go and get a Water Energy. Whack it on this Quagsire. And we'll wash out. Send these Water Energy. Well, at least one more Water Energy to the front line. 4, that's 120. No, it's not going to be enough. Because I'm hitting for 160. It's 2-shotting no matter what. And I don't want to lose all these energies. So, I Hydro Pump right now. Don't risk too many energies. I'm 2-shotting anyway. Oh, the shrine. So now I'm hoping for tails. Fingers crossed for tails. Oh, that shrine. Fingers crossed for tails. All this work to try and get one prize card. Fingers crossed for tails. That's my big hope here. Oh, it's a KO. All those energies gone. And I need to find an Aqua Patch. Huh. Deck thin? To deck thin? I think we do, just because I need to find my way into an Aqua Patch and I don't know how many I've even got left in deck. 1. Ugh, that's ugly. Well, let's go and get a draw support. We'll chuck my NG card onto this Vaporeon. We'll go and draw 2 here, see if I can get my way into that. Nope. I know I shouldn't be power padding, but I kind of want the Guzma back. Whack the Cynthia out here. Got into the Aqua Patch. Alright, thank you. Alright, let's heal this Vaporeon that's at the front here. A lot of work for 1 prize card. My opponent already has 3. So I've got to go with the Brooklet Hill to get rid of that shrine. And I can start hitting in again. 1 prize card. This is going to be a long drawn out battle if I can't get him a lot easier than that. So he's going to be able to attack straight away with this next Steelix by the looks. Send up another Onyx behind it. Doesn't have the Steelix in hand, so if he doesn't draw the Steelix right now, surely he draws a Steelix. He's got a Rescue Stretcher to get a Steelix up. So at least this one is doing a maximum of 120. And I can heal 90 of that per turn. And if coin flips... How many heads has he flipped? My luck is horrendous. Have I like seen black cats or... I don't know, something's happened. So what I do here is hydrating drops, obviously. Broken a mirror or something? I don't know. Well, I am giving him a love heart for his deck as well. He does have a good deck. I definitely do agree that he has a good deck as well. We're going to chuck the Water Energy on the Vaporeon here, because I'm not one-shotting, so I don't need to worry about that. I need to find my way into Wishful Batons. He's not going to KO me this turn. Kind of like having the switch available as well. What's more important? Find my way into Wishful Batons. I've only got one left because he used a field blower, didn't he? Yeah. So I might not even have it when I think about it. And I've only got 12 cards left. So I might need to be careful on resources here. So right now the Ultra Ball's giving me nothing. I think we will just Hydro Pump. Start putting pressure on this Steelix. So takes 30 damage less. So really testing the healing capacity of my Vaporeons at the moment. Another metal frying pan. Another shrine. Those shrines are going to hurt if I can't get rid of the shrines. Do I have another Brooklet Hill? Somewhere. So you get a heads again. He got a heads again! This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous how many heads he's got. It's actually ridiculous how many heads he's got. So, spread the water energies. Let's heal up. And stop flipping heads! My Vaporeons can't take so many heads. I could go for the one shot behind. And I'm thinking that might be a little bit more important because... yeah, let's go for the one shot for something behind here. Should we go for this one? Let's do it. Let's go for this one. We'll chuck this Vaporeon up. And we'll wash out. From you. Now the question here is, how many do I need? So that's 90. It's hitting for 130 right now, and there's nothing helping him. So we'll go with the Hydro Pump. I do have a Cure Shower at some stage when I need it. We'll take a prize card that way. Ouch. So it's only healing for my water Pokemon, so that's something I'm going to be very aware of. That Tapu Lele it's not going to heal from. If he does get one more prize card, that Tapu Lele on the field could really come to bite me. What sort of Steelix was that? A hard-hitting Steelix. Finally, Tails! I am a little bit nervous about that hard-hitting Steelix. So, hydrating drops. Heal the front line again. Oops. I'm going to Wishful Baton at the front. Hydrating drops again. I do have to think about this. 90, 130, minus 30 is 100. So this does get the KO. So I don't need any more water energies up the front. And I am seeing this Steelix deck play really nicely. I don't think he can use his Iron Tail now, so it's probably better to see that right here. But whatever happens, I'm probably needing to hit for 180. So that's 5 energies. Although he's not able to attack at all right now. So it's about clearing all the energies to the front line now. All by one. Yeah. So I need 5 energies at the front right now. So you to the front. Wash out. You to the front. Let's heal. I'm a little bit worried about this Vaporeon here. Hydrating hops. Hydrating hops. Heal that Vaporeon. This burn damage down the back's a little bit concerning. Don't think there's anything in my deck that I can actually use right now. Hold on Cynthia to buy me turns just in case I need it. Don't think I'm going to. Take out this Steelix. And hopefully I'm burning through his resources. So we've got the Delmai's up front now. All that burns. Need to find my way into 2 more energies. 2 more energies, 2 more prize cards. So this is going to be another Steelix, I'm assuming. I really do feel... Oh, there is a stadium somewhere that's going to be useful. That might be worth Cynthiaing for. This is going to be a hard-hitting Steelix as well. Guzma would be really good as well. Do I have any other Guzmas left? 1. And I top deck it! How many energies would that take? So it's 30 less damage, so I need 1 more energy. So it's 5. We have to go for it. We have to go for it. That's his final hope. So we go for it here. We start healing first. Hydrating drops. Hydrating drops. Heal that front line. And then send every energy I've got to the front line. Keep in mind, if he can take down this Vaporeon right now, I've got nothing. I will have nothing. Send all the energies to the front line. Get them all there. Move the energies there. All to the front line. More energies to the front line. Still need another energy to the front line. Alright, Hydro Pump. Steelix, down. Alright, 1 more prize card to find. What does my opponent have? Well played from my opponent. He made me earn that. Hydro Pump. Take that final prize card. Whew. That was close. That was close. The number of heads my opponent flipped was amazing. Was phenomenal. Let's look how many heads he flipped. Let's have a look here. Here somewhere. 7 heads flipped, 2 tails. Wow. That's my RNG for you. That is my luck. Well played. Good game. Good game. Hello, Jack2494, and welcome to a Vaporeon match where I don't draw any Vaporeons. Or any basics, at least. Eevee up front. Can handle that. Vulpix Chikorita. Let's go on with Meganium. And what else? Not a great first hand. I only have to get draw of 3. Can use the Ultra Ball here. And what I'm going to do is deck thin out the Power Pad, the Water Energy, and go get me a Wooper out of this. Just so I can attack on the next turn. We're going to Aqua Patch and bring that Water Energy back to the Wooper. And I am now in a position that I should be able to attack turn 2 with this deck, which is good. He's going to be able to Beacon on his first turn. And he's going to be able to evolve into a Ninetales no matter what. He gave some love for the Vaporeon, I'm guessing. Was the whole you have a good deck. But what's my opponent able to do? Brooklet Hill, I can take advantage of that. Probably go and get a Volcanion. So it's going to be a stage 2 dependent deck by the looks of things. If he's able to get the Meganium online, that's really good for him. I'm hoping the Meganium is not an attacker in this deck. If he's not an attacker in this deck, I think I might have a bit of an advantage over my opponent. Ooh, do I go with the Guzma? I definitely go with the Guzma this turn. Definitely going with the Guzma. So we'll take advantage of this Brooklet Hill. We'll go and get the Volcanion, because I think that's really good for me. We will chuck the Water Energy onto the Vaporeon here. We are going to wash out this energy to the front line. And we are going to Guzma to this Chikorita. And to the Quagsire. It doesn't really matter who's up front because Vaporeon's coming straight back. I am going to brick myself doing this. Well, I was going to brick myself either way. But it does allow me to take out this Chikorita, which stops him from getting the Meganium up this particular turn. And hopefully it will delay him just a little bit. So he's still able to get stage 2s up. Like, he's still able to evolve this to a stage 2. I'm assuming he's got the Alolan Ninetales. What I'm hoping for is that KO of the Chikorita delays this a little bit. And he desperately needs to probably get another Chikorita out this turn. So he'll be looking for that Chikorita. And I'm able to take out 2 KOs without him setting up. So yep, he's going to get that Chikorita again. But that's still 2 turns away, so that's really good for me. So we'll go Wishful Baton here. We'll chuck a Water Energy onto the Volcanion here. We might as well go and pull in the Vulpix, just so I don't draw into it. And I'm still bricked. But at this stage, we just use our Hydro Pump. And we get our second prize card. Please be a draw supporter. It's Water Energy. It's better than nothing. Now my opponent's still 2 turns away from setting up that Meganium. That is the tricky thing about running stage 2 decks, particularly stage 2 decks that are relying really on getting a Meganium up and running. They can be slow and clunky to start, and if your opposition happens to disrupt it somehow, it can really put you behind the 8 ball. Oh, I can tell you he'll have everything that he could possibly want once he gets that Meganium up. Unless I top deck a Guzma, there's nothing I can do to stop this right now. If I top deck a Guzma, wow, it'd be pretty OP. So I don't have any judges or marshals or anything to disrupt him. The only thing that probably could, like I said, would be getting that Meganium. He's got, so getting that Chikorita right now. So what we do is we play a Water Energy onto the Volcanion here. Although I spread the energies out. Is that the game I play? I think that's the game I should be playing. That's the game I'm going to play. So right here, Brooklet Hill won't get me anything. Still waiting for a draw supporter. We'll take our third KO, get 3 prize cards ahead. Got a nest ball. 1 draw supporter so far. There's 10 in my deck. Where are they? Looking for draw supporters. You're welcome to come to this game whenever you feel like, draw supporters. Especially since my opponent is now able to just get everything up online. Although that Meganium's only going to be able to put 1 of these up per turn. Well, evolve 1 up per turn. But he is going to be able to evolve that Chikorita up straight away, and then it's just 1 of these Mudkips. So yeah, he is up and rolling finally. I do have a 3 prize card lead. It is going to be a matchup of I'm running with 1 prize card KOs. He's running with 2 prize card KOs, at least with the Vaporeon anyway. So to get the 1 shot here, 120 plus the 40 will get me to the 160. I'll need 4 Engis on the Vaporeon to get the 1 shot of the Swampets. Oh, he gives me another prize card again. I think I hold on the Guzma. So will nest ball me in. Do I pull in Oranguru just to try and get myself going? I actually don't think I do. I think I'll just go with the Eevee for now. So I can evolve that Eevee afterwards anyway. Hold on to the Wishful Baton still. And now I hit for a Hydro Pump. And that's 4 prize cards for my opponent is even able to attack. So these things do have the potential to 1-shot. What would he need? He'd need that Super Boost Energy. And if he uses the Super Boost Energy on it without being able to get rid of my Wishful Baton, I can take the KO anyway. Which means the Super Boost Energy would be able to play, and he's still a few turns away from attacking. Look at those beautiful stage 2 Pokemon he's got out there. Ooh, this could change things up. You could be a difference maker. He would have to churn through his deck pretty quickly. Yeah, I know the deck this is. I need a KO on a stage 2 Pokemon. What's that hitting for? 110. So as long as I get plenty of healing up, this is the Greninja loop that he's probably trying to do, where it doesn't matter if he gets behind in prize cards. What he's trying to do is Greninja loop this. So he's got basically nothing left in, to draw, and run that straight back into the discard. Alright. I know what deck this is. The fact that he's having to put it in there so early is hopefully good for me. We've got to make you a Vaporeon. I'm actually thinking it might be better here to take out a Swampert. But once again, that's committing 4 energies to it. But taking out a Swampert allows me to, or allows less draw power from him. I think that trumps anything, is less draw power. Although getting a Super Boost Energy, that's the Vaporeon dead with 4 energies gone as well. And I think that's too important. So what we do here is we've got to use a hydrating drops no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is it threes? There's 180, 220. I'm only one more water energy away from theoretically KOing this. So let's hydrating drops here. And he's got a lot that he has to pull off this turn. So, in fact, the Guzma's fine because I've got another Wishful Baton. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with Wishful Baton onto you. We're going to Guzma to the Swampert. Get the Vaporeon here. And we're going to now wash out the energies from at least one from you. I feel like one from the Vulpix. And we'll go 2 from you, 1 up. So 4, that's 120, 160. This is my priority right now, is getting rid of this Swampert. Gets me within 1 prize card. Now he can take out the Vaporeon here with the Meganium, but that would be game, unless he can get a Field Blower. He's got Lookers to be able to loop it again. Oh, double timeable. That is clutch for him. Porygon Z could be a little bit annoying too. So I'm giving him less draw power, which is good. I'm hoping that does what I need it to. The Porygon Z could be clutch for him here. It's going to certainly be clutch. He's going to be able to take out 2 KOs in 1 turn. So how do I overcome this? Something about that Porygon Z is way OP. So he gets rid of the Eevee and all those energies all at once. So very well played there. I think we have to put the Vulpix up front. I think that's what's going to go up front. Vulpix. Wonder if he has another Porygon Z. I hope he doesn't have any super scoop ups. I don't mind this Greninja deck. It's a good little deck. Difficult to play. So he's going to get the KO on the Vulpix. Or the Wooper, in fact. That is very well played. Stops me from energy switching. So, we evolve you. Chuck the Wooper down. There's nothing I can get, is there? Do I have any other Guzmas in here? Because that could be important later as well. The Volcanion could be good as well. I've got 3 Aqua Patches. 4 Water Energies. I need to draw into these pretty soon. Alright. So I'm thinking what is going to help me the most is getting an Eevee and getting some draw power. In fact, getting a Tapu Lele. I need draw power as quickly as possible. And maximum draw power. So the Greninja here is gonna be able to get a KO on the Vulpix. Puts him to 3 prize cards. He's got the other Greninja as well to really start putting pressure on my back line. So you're gonna switch or Guzma. Guzma here would just about do me. I think he knows that Volcanion might be a bit of a problem as well. Having both these Greninjas makes it really difficult now because you can just sit one in the active. But the Volcanion can force switch. So, the Vaporeon's going up front. I can fully heal the Vaporeon. What's he going to send into the active? Because that's going to be a pretty big call for him as well. He's going to send the Greninja. And it's a pretty good move. So we're going to chuck an Eevee down. Chuck a Quagsire down. We're going to Tapu Lele and get a Cynthia. And I need to start drawing into multiple ways to get NGs onto the field. And fast. I don't even draw into an energy. Ugh. So that was not good for me. Do I Nest Ball here into another Eevee? I think that's what I do. Nest Ball to another Eevee. And I'm basically ditching this whole hand next. So, do I Aqua Patch now? Or do I Aqua Patch later? Let's hold on to what I've got. Let's heal you a little bit. To make you tanky. Not hitting in this turn. Don't think you can get rid of the Volcanion's energy. I'm gonna wash out the energy anyway. If you had a field blower, I think I would have seen it. And basically the plan is to Aqua Patch on the next turn and get rid of this whole hand. And in an ideal world, I need to draw... So how many energies do I need on the field to get a KO? The tankiest he can put is a 160, which means I need 4. So I can get 3. If I can Sightseer into 2 energies, this is possibly going to be game. He knows the Quagsire is probably the most key Pokemon here. If he has a Guzma, that'd be really good for him. He does have the Guzma. So that makes things a lot tougher now. What I now need is to continue loading up the Vaporeon in the back line there. He's 3 prize cards. So I think I go with the Tapu Lele up front. Just 1 Guzma short in this matchup. Is the Pal Pad spent? Yeah, it is. 1 Guzma short. Fortunately, I realised what matchup this was just a little bit too late. So we'll go with the Aqua Patch. Onto this Vaporeon. We are going to Sightseer this hand away. Get rid of this Ditto, the Oranguru, the Lillie. Keep the Tate Liza. So that way I've got a switching option. Let's get a Vaporeon on. The Ultra Ball's not doing anything for me at the moment. Can he target down this Eevee? He probably can. He is 1 KO away, so I need to protect the Tapu Lele no matter what in my next turn. So I need the Tate Liza to be able to switch that Tapu Lele out of here. So right here, a Water Energy is probably the best thing I could draw. So I can oh no, that's... You only heal water Pokemon, don't you? So he's got the Guzma. What's he going to bring up? The Vaporeon? Super Boost Energy, and that is game. Well played by my opponent there. Unfortunately, just one Guzma short. Took me too long to realise what matchup this was. Come on, mate. I'm letting you take the KO. Hurry up with it. Good game. You're making me do this. Go to the Vaporeon. There you go. Good game. Yeah, I kind of wish... I need to be thinking about those matchups where I see Meganiums and Swampets in the early game. Gotta be thinking Greninjas are coming. And with the Greninjas coming... I need Guzmas late. That's what's really key. Don't burn Guzmas so early. But hey, well played by my opponent. Well played. And it is time to rate this deck. So, what do I think? Well, let's start with damage. And the damage here is pretty good. I mean, it does have one-shot potential. But you have to commit a lot of water energies to the Vaporeon to get to the one-shot numbers when you're starting to deal with GX Pokemon, which is a huge risk. Plus, it has the issue in the early game of getting these energies into play. So realistically here, you're two-shotting most of the time. So I'm giving this a 7 out of 10 because most of the time you are two-shotting. But what about defense? Well, the defense is where the strength of this deck lies. It's got an okay HP base, but it's got internal healing with these hydrating drops. And as you can see, when you get a few of these online, it really can save these Vaporeons or other water Pokemon from getting KO'd straight away and buy you an extra turn or two with these Vaporeons. So I'm giving these defense here a 9 out of 10. The reliability, hey, it's really good with this Eevee right now of Energy Evolution. These Vaporeons are basically basic Pokemon despite being stage 1s, which means the only stage 1 Pokemon that you really need to get into play early is the Quagsire. And the deck runs pretty smoothly most of the time, with the only issue trying to get enough energies to attack in the early game. So for the reliability, an 8 out of 10, it's pretty good here. So overall, what do I think? Well, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. This deck's not going to be a world beater, but it is certainly a lot of fun to play, and it's certainly going to get you your fair share of wins.